Well, good morning everybody. I hope that you're all well. Today's day 37 and we're 370 kilometers in, and I guess like all of us, we have days that just don't go according to plan. I don't like running in my community after 6:30 in the morning because of all the fumes, the school drop-offs. I got hit by the side mirror of a car the other day while I was running, and it's just super unpleasant and not always super safe either. And so when I woke up early this morning, my daughter had a bit of a rough night, my oldest daughter. She had nightmares, and so I was just holding her and cuddling her and being there with her. And before I knew it, it was 6:15 in the morning. We got out of bed and there was no way I was going to make my run. And at 6:30 it was already too late. I need to be running by 5 in the morning. And the passage that I have for us today is Romans chapter 12, that we need to be presenting ourselves as a living sacrifice to the Lord, that we shouldn't conform to the patterns of this world, but we should be transformed by the renewing of our minds daily. And so the second option I had today was I would come to the gym and I would do the elliptical. And when I got to the gym, it was load shedding, so none of the machines were on, and the one machine that I normally use was on, and there was a gentleman using it. And so I asked him, please, this is the machine I use, it's calibrated, I can do my 10 kilometers. I told him my story, and he just didn't budge. He said, no, I've still got this amount of time left, and obviously I still have work every day, and so I do my 10 kilometers on top of my day. So it was fine. I had to try and make another plan. I was quite flustered and frustrated and phoned my wife and said, what should I do? And anyway, I had to use a different type of machine. So I sat down on this machine and I said, right, it normally takes me just over an hour on the elliptical to do my 10 Ks. I'm going to do this machine for an hour, and ended up me doing 21 Ks on this machine, which was fine. So as I sat down, I sat next to a Muslim lady and I explained my story and told her about 1,000 Beyond and what we're doing, and told her about Jesus, and she wants to volunteer with the organization, and we just ended up having a really cool discussion. And so I was quite blessed that God had a different plan for me. And I think the reason I wanted to share that story today was that we get so caught up in the rigmarole of life that we need to do A in order to get to B, and we need to do C in order to get to D. And that's, are we being renewed daily by doing that? Are we being transformed daily by doing that? The other thing is, I realized that there's this 10 kilometers that we do every day is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of time, of energy, time with the family, petrol to get to where we need to get to, often even airtime, data. It's a sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice I'm making for the Lord. And so I've got two questions for all of us today. And the one is, what sacrifice are you making for the Lord daily? And secondly is, how are you allowing your mind to be renewed and your heart to be transformed? Are you reading your Bible? Are you praying? Are you speaking to God? How is that process going for you? And what sacrifice are you making? So that's what I wanted to share with all of us today. May God bless you. I pray that you all have a great day, a bit of a longer devotion today, but look forward to sharing again tomorrow.